Now let's take a deeper look at the Budget tab. We've briefly shown how the Staff and Travel tab feeds values into the event budget, but in this video, we'll take a look at the rest of the data and features found on the Budget screen. The budget logic relies on two concepts: estimates and spends. Generally, you create an estimate and then log actual expenditures against those estimates. You can also assign a budget value to track your current position against an overall number. The first card on the budget screen is largely informational, with graphical representations of where the event budget is currently at. In the top right corner of the card, you can set the overall budget amount. Simply click on the Edit button, enter a value, and submit by clicking the Update button. Next, you'll see vital information about the event and the budget: the start and end dates, the team members that have access to the budget, the current cumulative estimates and spends. As said, the members listed here are the only team members who have access to the budget. This is set on the team page by making team members project owners. If we go to the team page and promote another team member to project owner, you'll see that they now appear here on the budget card as well, and vice versa. Below this, you'll see two line graphs representing the current state of the budget. The first, as labeled, indicates the state of your expenditures in relation to your estimates. The line represents the total amount of your estimates, and the blue indicator represents how much of that estimate has been spent. Much in the same way, the line below represents how much you've estimated to spend against the total budget of the event. Both of these graphs are based off of calculations from the data below, and update as the data is created and changed. Below the line graphs, you'll find two buttons, one to create a new estimate and one to create a new spend. Clicking on either of these buttons will open a modal with a form to execute and submit. For estimates, there is an estimate number, amount, cost center, date, and company. There are 5 cost centers or buckets to assign costs to: travel and housing, staffing, site services, production, and pre-production. All estimates and spends are tracked by these groupings below. The company field is populated by any companies you have in your vendor or client database, so again, having records in your database is important to creating complete event datasets. When you create a new spend, the form has only 3 fields: amount, estimate to set the expenditure against, and the date. The list of estimates is auto-populated by the estimates you've created. There's also a travel and contractors option to track expenditures against items logged in the Staff and Travel tab. To the right of the overview card is a card with a circle graph showing the breakdown of the budget expenditures. The graph shows the overall percentage of the estimates versus the total budget. If you hover over each section of the circle graph, it will show the percentage of estimate per buckets, so you can track where and how the budget is being used. The lower half of the page is a series of accordions broken down by bucket, which allows you to track and update the budget information. If you expand an accordion, you'll see 2 tables. On the left, a table tracking estimates assigned to the specific bucket, and on the right, a table tracking expenditures set against those estimates. The travel and staffing accordions have a constant estimate which pulls data from the Travel and Staff tab. Any expenditures set against travel or contractors will be tracked in the appropriate bucket. Each table shows the details of each estimate or spend and has action buttons to allow you to edit the data or delete it. Upon updating or deleting any data, the page is re-rendered with all graphs and calculations updated with the current data sets. This concludes our event budget video. Thanks for watching, and please click through the other videos for in-depth looks at the various facets of the platform.